This was my poem when I really knew I had to get clean or I was going to die. My name is Nick. Some people call me Nicholas. I'm a recovering addict, but every day I'm still an addict. It's called Goodbye, My Love. Now, my love is heroin, and it's saying goodbye. Goodbye, my love. It is time to fly. Go out and see the blue sky. You took over my heart and my soul, only to leave me with this hole. Goodbye, my love, I will never fear, for I will live, love, and start to see clear. I couldn't feel, I couldn't see, as you took over all of me. So many nights, so many days, I walked around in a haze. So many days I was sick, but you came back. Time after time, I tried to kick, but you came back even stronger and stayed in my life longer and longer. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, as you stayed right by my side. You took over my very being, made me into this horrible thing. So many friends lost along the way, I even forgot how to pray. I now met friends I didn't know. Inside these walls, I begin to grow into the man I once was. These people helped my longing cause. Now I see, now I feel, I'm finally starting to heal. I hear the birds sing, I finally hear everything. My eyes are open, wide and clear, for I've gotten rid of you, my dear. No more running, no more gunning, no more trying to be cunning. Yes, my dear, we're finally done. I'm running off into the sun. This albatross is off my back, moving on, no time to slack. Oh, so good to feel again, no more waking up in a heroin den. Yes, the devil can still remain, and we can still put poison in our vein. For now I know it's not too late, and I know now I'm not ready for the pearly gate. I must take it day by day, and yes, my dear, I've begun to pray. Oh, my dear, I cannot lie. Goodbye, my love, it's time to fly.
Heroin can affect any family. It doesn't matter your race, your religion, where you live. You can live in Greenville or you can live on 4th Street. It doesn't matter, but if heroin does get into your family, it will ultimately destroy it.
I would agree that everyone in Newcastle County is infected in some way with the codicil that I don't think they know they are. That is the problem. As I said here tonight, we had a nice attendance here tonight, but we're dealing with not only the drug addiction, but we're dealing with the denial. These walls should have been busting at the seams, but people are in denial or they don't know. Sister-in-law Mary doesn't want the rest of the family to know that Bobby has a drug addiction, has a heroin addiction. So they're keeping it quiet. So the rest of the family doesn't know. So they come for little Johnny's birthday party when 2 diamond rings and a necklace are missing and they find it 2 weeks later. They don't even think that Bobby took it. That is the problem. Is everyone affected? Somewhere within the family, cousin, niece, nephew, aunt, uncle, and I'm sorry, grandparent, because this knows no age. Everyone is affected by it. The problem is people don't want to talk about it and let others know. We've all got to work together. If we've got a family member, then it takes everybody to work together. As the gentleman said today, you can't force them to get better. They've got to want it. So the whole family has to be willing to say, you know what? You're not getting in my house. You're not getting in my wallet. You're not getting in my pocketbook. You're not getting an opportunity to feed your habit through me. Everybody's got to work together.
It doesn't matter how you're brought up. It doesn't matter if you're living in the ghetto. It does not discriminate. white, black, yellow, purple. I don't care what your skin color is. I don't care where you live. I don't care if you live in a mansion in the sky, if you live in the ghetto. It's non-discriminatory and it affects everyone.
I am not the only one that recognizes there's a problem. We know the police recognize the problem, but it means that the county government as a whole recognizes there's a problem and is willing to put the resources behind the comments, the quotes, and everything that you read in the paper that we say. We're willing to put the resources behind it. Go to the people. You know, you can have these things, you can have them at the Chase Center, but do you reach the people they need to reach? We're here tonight in what I call the belly of the beast. We're in the Wilton, Delaware area. No disrespect, a lot of great people in this area. But when you read the crime reports, you read the crime stats, this is where it is. I wanted to bring it here where people that are aware of the problem, are involved with the problem, could walk to this meeting, come see it, and Marie Allen, the county, everyone stepped up and said, you tell us where you want us, we'll be there.
My name's Marie Allen. I work for the Newcastle County Police Department. I do the Heroin Alert program. It's a program that I've been doing for the past 16 years. It's an educational program. I actually got involved with the Heroin Alert program because of my daughter. She died from a heroin overdose in 1997 at the age of 21. At that time, we didn't know anything about heroin. And when this opportunity came along to educate people, I jumped at the chance, to join the Heroin Alert team, and I've been with them ever since. And when I do the program, I do feel that Erin is present. She's there. I probably wouldn't be able to get through it if she wasn't. So I believe that she's with me all the time.
Yeah, 911. My son overdosed. There's something's wrong with me.
Let me connect you to the ambulance.
Come on, Brian. Brian, come on. Brian.
Ambulance.
Yes, my son overdosed. Please hurry up. I can't revive him. He's a heroin addict, and I can't get him up. Please hurry.
How old is he?
17.
He breathing?
Yes, but he's making all kinds of coughing noises. I can't revive him. He's not responding.
The beginning of the program starts out with a 911 call, and it's a real call, and it's from Delaware. And the boy actually ended up overdosing and dying. But I think that grabs the audience, that 911 call. And then through the program, we just give them every little bit of information they need to guard themselves against, getting involved with this drug. And then at the end of the program, I talk about my daughter. And it's always very quiet even if we're doing schools like the auditorium, 7th, 8th graders. It's always very quiet. I've never had anybody, any outbursts or anything like that. So I think we keep their attention.
Anne Marie Allen's program, it's just so impactful. It hits you at home. It's informative. It has a lot of information to it. You could do the same thing with a doctor or a professor standing up there, but when you have someone who has lived through it, had a family member go through it, it just gives you so much more of that personal feeling. Not only does your heart go out to that person, but it makes you look inside of your own family. Say, if it can be with this person, it can be with mine. So it's educational, informative, but above all, it's very thought-provoking.
It's a constant battle. I mean, it's not something that you just stop and then it's over with, okay? You always will have that feeling. So you have to learn how to combat it. And I think that we give the people, young people and adults, the tools to understand what this addiction will actually do to you physically and mentally. and because it is a physical addiction and it is a mental addiction. And that's why it's so hard to get off the drug, that physical addiction.
I can remember one specific night I ran out of heroin. I crawled, anybody that knows me knows I'm a germ freak, but I crawled out of my bed, I defecated and threw up the entire way crawling to my bathroom. I got in the shower, I turned the shower on to wash myself off. I crawled back out, didn't dry myself or anything. I took covers and threw them over the defecation and the vomit everywhere and crawled back into bed and couldn't wait till the next morning. The next morning I crawled to my car, which my home was built 2 levels. Down the steps, I could not walk. I crawled into my car, and I can remember driving to Philadelphia behind the wheel like this. So sick that I didn't think I was going to make it. I get to Philadelphia, I score, or I purchase heroin, and I had this routine where I went down this certain street, and of course I wouldn't inject driving down the street, so I would take a bag, tap it, put a straw in it, and snort one, and do 3, 4, sometimes 5, 6 at one time. And I knew in 15 minutes I'd be driving down 95, whistling and singing to the music on the radio.
If you don't have the drug, you go through withdrawal, and the withdrawal is hard to get through. So you have to have that will to want to get clean and stay clean. And I think that's our message. You know, there is hope.
I mean, you just become tattered and torn. You'll lay your head down anywhere. You'll wake up in different places. But today, I wake up in my own bed. I'm satisfied. I'm happy. I wake up with a smile. I kiss my parents because I'm so fortunate to have them. And I'm so happy that I'm still alive and didn't hurt them like that. Closer with my brothers. I have real friends. In the past, they were frenemies, they call them. And what I'd like to do is just say that there are so many people I could thank. You know, for some reason, the Lord spared me, and I truly believe, especially today, being able to speak on this subject, I know the most passion I have in my life now is trying to help someone in trouble. Not just with drugs, but with anything. But I've had so many clients, kids in trouble, doing heroin, and I point them in the right direction. I have a lot that their kids died. I had a lot that survived. But I feel if I can touch one person, just one person, and help them either to understand it or to, like a parent, or if I can just hit one person that says, hey, this guy makes sense. I lived it. I'm not a doctor or physician or anything like that, but I lived it, and that's the best education I feel you can have. But I'm a happy man today.
We don't ever want to tell people that there's no hope, but you have to have the support of your family, your friends, your community. You know, you have to have a good support group. And if you don't have that, you're not going to make it.
I think Marie can reach an unlimited amount. I mean, it's unlimited. We're in the beginnings of these meetings. As word spreads, hopefully attendance will. Being able to get facilities. This facility here tonight, when I told them what it was for, the hall's gratis. We need more facilities willing to step up and say, look, you can use our facility. Come on in, bring the people. We want to be a part of the cure, not the problem. I think, Maria, I don't know how many, but you know, I'm hoping it's thousands, but I will tell you, I saw here tonight at the end some people talking to the officer, some people talking to Marie. If one family gets help, that is a positive, because not only may it save that child and save that family unit, but look at all the other crime that won't happen when that addict is trying to feed their problem.
If we reach one person, that's satisfactory to me, but hopefully we're reaching all 10 of them, ideally. It is mentally tiring at times. It's very hard to tell Aaron's story. But like I said, it's something that Erin wanted to do when she was alive. She told me that when she got clean and sober, she wanted to go into schools and talk to young people about her drug addiction. So basically, I just am doing what she wanted to do. And it is hard because I do talk about the last day that we were together. And so mentally, it's hard. But it's something I feel like I'm supposed to do.
I don't think you will find one of 12 district council members or the president who doesn't feel as I do. They appreciate this program, and we appreciate the fact that Marie Allen and the police, they work to enhance it. Every time it's different. There was more here today than there was the last one we had a month ago. It's always evolving. And unfortunately, and I have to say unfortunately, there's so much more that happens that this program has to grow to cover all the issues that the heroin is bringing to us.
Well, I've been doing it since 1998. Erin passed away in 1997. And hopefully I have at least a good 3 or 4 years left in me, I hope.
You have children at home, you have teenagers, you have young ones. Go take a look around the room. Think about the actions you've seen, and maybe you need to intervene with your family member. Please take a look around. Thank you.